What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Talking Smack. I'm Logan Rivera, and we are now just 2.5 weeks away from SummerSlam, August 2nd, and if tonight proved anything, it's that SmackDown is absolutely loading the chamber for one of the biggest SummerSlams we've ever seen in this universe. We're gonna break it all down, because tonight had returns, revenge, receipts being sent, and a huge title opportunity locked in. So let's start right at the beginning. Roman Reigns opened SmackDown tonight, going one-on-one with Wesley. And listen, just visually, this matchup looked unfair. Roman Reigns is built like a tank. Wesley looked like he was stepping into a different weight class entirely. But credit where it's due, Wesley did not embarrass himself. He had moments. He had speed, he had heart, he had a few near sequences where you almost started believing something crazy could happen. But at the end of the day, this is Roman Reigns. And once Roman took control, it stopped being competitive, it turned into domination. Roman Reigns picked him apart, slowed the pace down, and reminded everyone exactly who runs SmackDown. Roman wins, as expected, but the real story happened after the match. Hollywood Hulk Hogan walked out. And instantly, the entire atmosphere changed, the crowd erupted. Roman stood his ground. Hogan walked straight into the ring. No words, just a stare down. And this wasn't nostalgia. This wasn't a legend just showing up. This was confrontation. This was unfinished business. And suddenly, SummerSlam feels inevitable. Because let's be honest, you cannot do Roman Reigns versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan anywhere else. This has to be SummerSlam. And you know what? Last week, I was critical of Hogan losing to Roman in his return match. But now, in hindsight, it made Roman look even more dangerous. And now Hogan has something to fight for: revenge, pride, legacy. This just became one of the biggest matches SmackDown could possibly produce. And I am all in. Then we had another return tonight. Nikki Bella is back. She's been out since WrestleMania, and the reaction she got proved one thing: she is still a star. But she ran into a serious problem tonight: Rhea Ripley. And honestly, this was less about Nikki Bella returning, and more about Rhea Ripley proving she is the present and the future. Nikki had her moments. She wasn't embarrassing herself. But Rhea Ripley is on a different level right now. Strength, confidence, presence. She controlled the match and eventually put Nikki Bella away clean. And I actually like this result, because Rhea Ripley needs to keep building momentum. She feels like the next megastar of the women's division. And Nikki Bella can still be valuable putting over the next generation. I wouldn't mind seeing this continue for a few weeks. Maybe Dominic gets involved. Maybe Nikki fights back. There's options here. But tonight belonged to Rhea Ripley. Then we had Apollo Crews, talking a lot backstage, saying he could beat anyone. And SmackDown management basically said, all right, prove it, because his opponent was Brock Lesnar, the Universal Champion. And to Apollo's credit, he showed up. This wasn't a squash. This was competitive. Apollo fought with intensity, with confidence, and there were even moments where you started wondering, is this possible? But Brock Lesnar is Brock Lesnar. Eventually, he took control, locked in the submission, and forced Apollo Crews to tap out. Champion wins, order restored. But then, Gunther appeared. And Gunther attacked Brock Lesnar from behind. And this wasn't random. This was revenge. Because last week, Brock attacked Gunther with the title. And tonight, Gunther returned the favor. He grabbed the championship. He struck Lesnar. He stood tall. And we now have it confirmed, at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar will defend the Universal Championship against Gunther. That match is going to be violent, brutal, to absolute monsters. Two alphas. That is a war waiting to happen. Next, we had the SmackDown Tag Team Championships on the line. The heavy cruisers, Braun Strowman and Ricochet, defending against the LWO. And listen, Braun and Ricochet are just such a great team. The power and speed combination is perfect. Braun throwing people around while Ricochet flies across the ring. It works. LWO fought hard. Carlito especially showed strength. But once Braun got rolling, it was over. Heavy cruisers retain, strong champions, strong momentum, and honestly, they feel like a team that could carry those titles into SummerSlam. And then, the main event. A battle royal to determine who will face LA Knight for the United States Championship at SummerSlam. Finn Balor, Cody Rhodes, Rey Mysterio, Happy Corbin. 6. Huge opportunity. 6 was eliminated early. Rey Mysterio went out in a great sequence involving Cody Rhodes. Corbin tried to steal it, but Cody countered. And eventually, it came down to Finn Balor and Cody Rhodes. Either man would have been a great challenger, but Cody Rhodes dug deep and eliminated Finn Balor. Cody Rhodes is going to SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes vs. LA Knight for the United States Championship. And I love this. These are two massive names. Two massive stars fighting over the United States Championship. This elevates that title. This makes it matter. And Cody Rhodes has the chance to reclaim championship gold. Overall, SmackDown tonight did exactly what it needed to do. Roman Reigns and Hulk Hogan are on a collision course. Brock Lesnar and Gunther is now official. Cody Rhodes is heading to SummerSlam. Rhea Ripley's still rising. Heavy cruisers remain dominant. Everything is building. Everything is escalating. SummerSlam is August 2nd, and SmackDown is bringing the heat. Thank you guys for watching Talking Smack. I'm Logan Rivera, and I'll see you next time.